Yeah, I already know this is stupid, but I want everybody to get this stuff out their way now. We're gonna do a little thought experiment. I want the person who automatically gives me a dislike get out the system right now. I want Terry Harris to go ahead and say UAB wouldn't do it. Now that that's done, people, I want you to understand something. This was a question brought up that I thought was dumb as hell to begin with until I started talking to people about it. One of the comparisons was Alabama 2015. This is what I mean. Alabama 2015 was in the middle of their dominance, building their dynasty. But they have been beating down the SEC for so long that people devalue the conference. If you look at the final rankings, a team like Florida, who finished 7-1 in conference, 25th in the country. A 22 ranked Tennessee with 9 wins. LSU with 9 wins, ranked 16. Ole Miss had their best year ever. They were number 10 in the country. Right now, if you get 9 wins in the SEC, you automatically penciled in for New Year's Day, a bowl game. But at that time, it wasn't the case because of Alabama. The SEC was not looked upon as a dominant conference. They had a dominant team and a bunch of good teams. Another example. Bring this down to the HBCU world. When Grambling was beating everybody, beating the brakes off everybody in the 80s, do you think nationally people knew Southern or they knew Grambling? It wasn't until Pete Richardson came in and started beating the brakes off Grambling, they got respect. It wasn't until McNair came in, started beating Southern, they got respect. Remember that. For the people who are a little younger, okay, I got you. SC State. Before the start of last year, not Celebration Bowl, before the kickoff, was anybody thinking about or talking about SC State? It was not. Before the Celebration Bowl, if you were not from Orangeburg, South Carolina, you were not repping SC State. Let's be honest. I think I was probably one of the few people who gave them a chance in hell to beat Jackson State. But the question still remains, do you build yourself off of beating Jackson State? Give you that example again. All the love, publicity, commercials, the biggest rivals that we call are the ones who beat JSU. Don't believe me? Okay. Remember the hype to every JSU game in the fall? It got better around which games? A&M, Bama State, and Southern, because they have beaten them in the spring. Building your dynasty, getting players, getting money, all took South Carolina State to another plateau where they did Celebration Bowl. And you can say, well, it's the Celebration Bowl, that's why. No. If y'all had beaten Alcorn, if y'all had beaten Valley, it would not have been the same as beating Jackson State. So the question is, does Jackson State need to hold an L this year? Because if they keep blowing folks out, the conference may not revive. Coach Simmons, starting to make you think this Sunday. I'm out.